Good evening, folks. This is Deb Delapiano, and this is your short take. We're going to talk about a couple of things relative to the great grifter tonight. We're going to start with his $175 million bond that is not what the final judgment is. The final judgment in this Letitia James case remains $460 million, okay? $460 million. The $175 million bond is so he can appeal that judgment. Okay, this allows him to appeal it. So the paperwork was rejected because there were things missing from it. And these were the things that were missing. They are standard elements in a bond of this type. Documents related to the power of attorney for the bond provider, which is Knight Specialties, okay? A financial statement from the company, and a certificate of qualification from the Department of Financial Services of New York. So none of that was with the filing. The paperwork was rejected. I've read that the paperwork has been sent back again with everything attached to it, but let's talk about Knight Specialties, okay? And the concern that Letitia James has. So Knight Specialties is owned by a billionaire named Don Hankey, who made his millions selling subprime loans. That should be a red flag for everybody right there, okay? As I said, Donald Trump can't find a legitimate source to give him money. He just can't. He couldn't get the $454 million he needed when that was what was required for the appeal, okay? So, you know, an appeals court gave him a big break, in my opinion, way too big. But be that as it may, what I hear now, and I don't know where this stands right now, that Donald Trump provided cash collateral for this bond, okay? But one of the other people in the Knight Specialty said that Trump retained that cash. He did not give it to Knight Specialties. And according to this gentleman, he said the money is in an account that is pledged to the company. He would not specify the type of account. Trump paid a premium to the company that Shah declined to disclose. This guy Shah is another person who works for Knight Insurance, who provided the bond. So the issue is that if Knight Specialty does not have Trump's cash collateral in its possession, Letitia James has every right to push back and wonder whether or not Knight Specialty can pay this bond if Donald Trump reneges on it. So she filed a court motion today, noting that Knight was not registered to issue appeals bonds in New York, another problem. So she demanded that the company or Mr. Trump's lawyers file paperwork to justify the bond within 10 days. Ms. James is seeking to clarify whether Knight, which has never posted a similar court bond before aiding Mr. Trump, is financially capable of fulfilling its obligation to pay the $175 million if Mr. Trump defaults. So that's what's going on in that case. That is a never-ending nightmare, okay? I don't know where that's going to go, but Letitia James has every intention of making sure that the law is followed in the state of New York, all right? That is her right. It is not a witch hunt, as Donald Trump's attorneys have said it is. So let's go over to Truth Social and the IPO, which is also another problem. So in 2021, Donald Trump started this merger of his Trump Media and Technology Group, okay? And another company called Digital World Acquisition Corporation. And back in 2021, it was thought this could bring about $4 billion into Trump's financial empire, okay? But the securities division decided to investigate this merger. They were uncomfortable with it, which led Donald Trump to burn through millions of dollars, and he had to go get a loan. So he took a loan from a company called ES Family Trust, which is registered on the Caribbean island of Dominica and is best known for providing financial services to the porn industry. You cannot make this up, really. You can't, okay? And through leaked documents, The Guardian has learned that the ES Family Trust operated like a shell company for a Russian-American businessman named Anton Postolnikov, who co-owns Paxum Bank, where the loan was made, and has been a subject of a years-long federal criminal investigation by both the FBI and the Department of Homeland Security into the Trump media merger. So Trump brings his IPO out a week ago. And just in comparison, okay, there are 5 million users on Truth Social. All of these people are Trump lovers, people who just can't quit him, people who are only happy to pay $50 for a share of his company, okay? Compared to Facebook, which has 3 billion users, okay? Trump's Truth Social is a Ponzi scheme. It's a meme stock, okay? It's a meme stock, which means it relies on social media for its value. The company has no intrinsic value to anybody other than its popularity on Truth Social. That's it, okay? 1 week later, the stock is already tanking, all right? So when you think about Truth Social, its IPO and its stock, you need to think about GameStop, because where are they today? They're gone, okay? Their stock was overinflated, and it just went bust. And this is what's going on right here, right now, okay? Because it was revealed that Donald Trump made $4 million last year from Truth Social, basically from advertising from companies that provide get well quickly, scams for people to take care of their health, supplements, all that kind of stuff, all right? And little Donald Trump trinkets, like, the statue of him as the Trumpinator, I'll be back, his statue of him hugging the American flag. He made $4 million on Truth Social last year, and it was revealed and it was filed that he lost $58 million on Truth Social last year, which is now adversely affecting his IPO. Donald Trump is a scam artist, and this fits perfectly with everything else. Trump Steaks is gone, right? He built this Taj Mahal casino. He stiffed all the workers, not the big guys, not just the big guys, but guys put up drywall, put down paving stones, left them all holding the bag. 1 year after the Taj Mahal casino opens in Atlantic City, 1 year afterwards, he closes it and he files for bankruptcy. He cares only about himself, not about anybody else, and not about the people on Truth Social who just can't quit him. His MAGA public, he does not give a damn about them. This is a man who in 2019 had to pay a fine because he misused his charitable funds to promote his Trump hotel chain and to have a $10,000 portrait of himself made. This man is a scam artist. From the word go, he refused to give up his holdings in his real estate empire when he became president, which was required under the Emoluments Clause. And he billed the government millions of dollars for meetings he held at Mar-a-Lago. Donald Trump is a scam artist. And you know something? All of this is going to come crashing down on him sooner or later, because people are no longer willing to let him get away with this. I will be back. We're going to talk about third parties next. And we are going to have some frank talk about how they are a waste of your time. I will talk to you all soon.